I believe the most admirable trait a person can have is courage. It takes courage to recognize a goal we want to achieve and devote ourselves to accomplishing that task. This year, I was fortunate enough to try snowboarding for the first time, and after crashing on the beginner slope, I broke a few bones inside my wrist. This break required metal plate surgery, and afterwards I was directed to occupational therapy to regain full movement in my hand. I consider this a fortunate experience because I was able to develop my love for occupational therapy and discover my new career path goals. After my experience, I redirected my college search and started applying to schools with occupational therapy programs. With a little courage and family support, I was able to find numerous programs to apply to. One program that my parents and I were particularly excited about was the Thomas Jefferson PACE program. After spending hours writing multiple research essays, completing the shadowing requirements, and meeting for my interview with the professors, my parents and I eagerly awaited my evaluation results. Finally, my letter came in the mail, informing me I did not make it into the program. Out of my 12 acceptances, this was my one and only college denial. The letter stated that the program does not usually accept students until they have completed their prerequisites and encouraged me to apply again in 2 years. I'm not a person who gives up easily, and I found the courage to get over my denial and focus on my other opportunities to accomplish my goal. A strong person is not the one who doesn't cry. A strong person is one who is quiet and sheds tears for a moment, and then picks up her sword and fights again. Two girls who are experts when it comes to finding their inner courage are Mariam and Layla from A Thousand Splendid Suns by Galhed Hussein. The girls plan an escape to Pakistan so they can be free from the evil clutches of their abusive husband Rashid. Even knowing the consequences they'd face if they did not succeed, the girls courageously went through with their plan, even though they were unsuccessful at escaping. When they returned home, they were brutally beaten and locked away, but they were still determined to eventually escape from Rashid. They were able to eventually accomplish their goal, even if it required Mariam courageously sacrificing her own life. Another woman who knows the value of courage is Stepha, from Beloved by Toni Morrison. She made the decision to run away from Sweet Home and embark on a deadly journey to freedom in Cincinnati, Ohio. Despite her many obstacles, such as being pregnant with her 4th child and getting violated by schoolteachers' nephews, she is determined to escape. Without the aid and encouragement of Amy Denver, Stepha would have never made it to Cincinnati, and both she and her unborn baby would have died. Stepha successfully made it to baby Sug's house with a little encouragement and support from a friend. Even William Shakespeare's character, Hamlet, needed courage to accomplish his goal of avenging his father's death. Hamlet intended to purify the court and put an end to the corruption. He is successful with his task, but also ends up dying with Claudius. Hamlet was so determined to put an end to Claudius that he courageously put himself at risk. Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins is a great example of why determination and courage are such admirable traits. Katniss spares her little sister's life by volunteering herself for the Hunger Games. Throughout the games, she learns that she is stronger than she ever imagined, and her success gives her the power she needs to change the world around her. Even though Katniss made a few mistakes and lost those who were closest to her, she was still able to succeed. All it took was courage, and Katniss discovered the influential person she was meant to be. This year, I have been so lucky to have the support of my loving friends and family. Thankfully, I was able to find a college with a program that will help me accomplish my goal of becoming an occupational therapist. I hope I can be as courageous as Layla, Mariam, Stepha, Hamlet, and Katniss during my journey at Mount St. Mary's University. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. It takes courage to accept that failure is an opportunity to grow even stronger, and this I believe.